Welcome, everybody, to the Good Dumb Fun Show. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I didn't want to forget to do that again. So,
do what?
welcome,
Introduce
everybody.
ourselves?
Welcome, everybody, to the Good Dumb Fun Show.
Oh, yeah.
The first 10 seconds of last week, we were just chatting, and then I'm like, wait, have we started?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
now we're doing that in reverse.
Yeah.
So, anyway, how have you been?
It's been good, man. It's been a busy week. You know, work's been busy, family's been busy, just doing what we always do.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm good. My oldest had his tonsils and adenoids out this week.
That sucks.
And yeah, so he is not having a great time in a lot of ways. In some ways, he's watching his favorite TV shows and eating ice cream all day. So in some ways, he is having a great time.
Yeah,
but
that's what we all want ultimately, right? Like that's what we all work for eventually.
Those
one
are
day
goals in life.
is to get to that point.
And he started there.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Yeah, he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. So this is.
He'll look back on it.
Yeah.
And be like,
he's peaked at 3.5. But so we're like halfway through the recovery period that they give you, and we're just trekking through, and God bless his mother because she is taking the brunt of it, because she's at home with him. So
yeah. But they're so much, talk like motherly instinct, they're so much better at it than we are, sometimes.
Yes,
but most of the time, in my experience, whenever I'm having to now I don't have children, but whenever I have been in a situation where I have to comfort a child, I am zero for however many upset children I have interacted with. I have never once made a child feel better. Most of the time it's worse. I'll never forget, there was one time we were at like a young adults, church event where it was essentially like a meet and greet, like mingle, just meet other young couples. And I'll never forget that this like newborn baby was getting passed around, because you know how kids are, like they're like, look at my my new child.
Yeah.
And
it's like the Lion
which
King
is
when
weird.
Rafiki holds up
super weird to me.
Yeah.
But so the baby makes its way around, and the baby does fine with every single person until I get there. And now it wasn't my fault. What we didn't know is that as the baby was getting passed around, this child was like loading up, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it just so happened that they were full by the time they got to me.
You were lucky,
and
caller number 5.
And I knew as soon as they put the baby in my hands, I was like...
You know what, though? I was never comfortable around a child until I had children.
Yeah.
And now I'm cool with pretty much any child. But before that, I'm like, I've never changed a diaper. I've barely held any babies. Like, I was one of the youngest in my family. Like, I have one cousin who was younger than me. And we were the babies of the whole family. So it's like I just was never really around small kids until my older family started having kids. And then by then I was like in high school, and I'm like, I don't want to touch your baby. And now I'm like, I'm super comfortable. And, you just kind of, you get thrown into the fire, you get comfortable pretty quick.
So it's like a rite of passage thing. The kids just know, they're like, you're not a dad yet.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do.
This guy, who gave me to this loser? But no, it's... he is, I'm not saying it's gone smoothly. The surgery went great. The recovery, he's in a lot of pain. He's not comfortable. He's confused. He wants to know, like, why everything hurts. And so I'm like, everything has gone about as expected for a 3.5-year-old in that amount of pain.
Yeah.
So he's doing great in that context. But the timing of it all, I had, back in March, my sister... got me a birthday present, and it was tickets to a concert out of state. And months later, the surgeon schedules my son's surgery for the day before the concert. And I'm like, I'm going to have to cancel this concert.
Oh, no.
I'm like, we've had this planned for months.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so I talked to my wife, and again, God bless her, because she was like, no, don't cancel. Let's just wait. Talk to your sister, let her know what's going on, and just let her know it's kind of a break glass in case of emergency situation. Because if the surgery didn't go well, or if he was having a super hard time, like, I'm just not going, But she talked me into like, okay, we had the conversation, and we both kind of agreed, like, we don't need to cancel yet, but just let my sister know we may need to cancel at the last minute. So thankfully, we were able to go to the concert, and that's something that I used to do a lot with my friends and with my sister. Like, that was like something we did. We'd go to these like small venue like punk rock shows.
Yeah.
And, that's just what we did growing up. Like none of the small venue bands ever came through like, I won't say ever, but it wasn't often that they came through like Omaha, because Omaha had the big convention center that sat like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And then they had some small venue arenas or like small venue concert halls that they could play in, but some of them were smaller than the ones like an hour down the road or 2 hours in the other state.
Yeah.
So it's like those mid-size small venue shows, we always had to drive hour and a half, 3 hours, and that's just what we did. And so it was really cool because I don't think I've been to, I'm trying to think of the last concert I was at, but I haven't been to a show like that in probably 7 or 8 years.
Wow. So it's been a while.
It was cathartic. Like, it was awesome. I
mean, you just absolutely slayed out.
Dude, we were not in the pit. It was at
You made the pit, though.
No.
You were in like the high rise beating up like the old grannies and
you know what?
The young kids.
I was sitting between my sister and like this older like dad. And I bet he would have been into it. Like I could tell like back in the day this guy opened up the pit.
Oh
like,
yeah.
But
well, everybody probably looks that way to you right as you're about to turn them into the pit.
Right. Yeah, cuz they don't know it yet, but they are the pit. So, but no, we were it was at an outdoor amphitheater, so we were
that's cool.
We were like kind of in the middle sections, we had a ticket with a seat number on it. Like we weren't like in general admission like I normally am for these type of shows, but the bands were amazing. So my favorite band and my sister's favorite band in this case unfortunately was not headlining. They were opening for a major name, and I'll talk about who they were, but so Newfound Glory is me and my sister's favorite band of all time. They're like an early 2000s punk rock, pop punk band that they wrote My Friends Over You. Though you swear that you are true, I'd still pick my friends over.
Copyright. We're dead.
Yeah, well, I nailed it, so they're going to think that is copyright.
Like their AI detector is going to pick it up.
Yeah, the AI police is going to be like, they played that song on the show. That was spot on. But anyway, they opened, so they played like a 25, 30-minute set, which was amazing. And we just loved them. Like, the music's fun, the lyrics. I felt like they knew me.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those bands where I'm like, they know me. And, and they're not like sad emo. They're like fun.
Mom, you don't understand.
Punk.
This is not a phase.
Yeah.
Newfound Glory gets me.
Yeah, Newfound Glory for life. But no, they're not that type of like emo pop punk band. They're like the fun like California surfing sunshine version. And I just love them. I love them as like individuals, and their music is great. And Jimmy Eat World was the middle set on the ticket, and they sang the middle. It just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. You know that one? And then the Offspring, it's their tour, so they headlined. And the Offspring, if you don't know, is like, they were like one of the three like pioneers of the punk rock revival, like in the late 80s, early 90s. And they're still kicking. They put on an amazing show, and it was so much fun. And I forgot how many songs of theirs I knew, because like I knew the Offspring, but they weren't like, they're probably not in my top 10, They're probably top 20, but I've never listened to like their entire catalog. So like I came away, we walked out of that show, and I was like, we probably knew all but like 4 songs. And I just didn't expect that. I thought I was going to know 4 songs. Mm-hmm. And there was just songs they sang that I forgot were theirs.
Yeah.
And songs they sang that I forgot existed.
Yeah, that's the fun part, is like stuff like that. Like, it gets ingrained in your memory.
Yeah.
And even when you forget it, you don't truly forget it. It's like a song, you could have not heard the song 10 years in 10 years, and then somebody play it, and you know every word.
Like, there was a song that happened. So there was a song that I don't know if you'll know, but it's like a goofy, fun song. It's like a sarcastically written song about wannabes, basically. And I forgot all about it. And it was like an integral part of my high school friend group. Like, that song, like, we just thought it was so fun. We'd like play it in the car all the time. So they start the song, and I was like, this sounds really familiar. And then the guy comes on, he's like, and all the girlies say I'm pretty fly. And I was like, for a white guy? Like, I'm like, I know this song.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, it's called Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh, okay.
And it's about wannabes. And
Got it.
Like, the song is like ironically making fun of them, but it's a very popular song among those types of people because they think it's like a cool song about them. But I don't know, it's funny. But anyway, we had a great time. And yeah. So anyway, sorry, I got excited about that. That's what I was doing this week.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talked to me the next day. My voice was gone.
Yeah.
Like I was hoarse. I mean, my voice has never been deeper. It's kind of recovered since then.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, we should have recorded today.
It's the
my voice will never be this deep again.
It was the voice that somebody makes when they get the wind knocked out of them. Like when you hit somebody in the gut and they weren't expecting, they're like, oh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
that's what you sounded like.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you scream for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't 30 minutes. I'm sure it was a lot longer than that.
Well, I did sing along for some of the Offspring songs that I got excited about. But
yeah.
Newfound Glory, I screamed every word of every song for their entire set because I was like, I don't know if I'll ever see them again. Like, I'm just not in like the concert going phase anymore. So I'm like, this may be my last time. So I made the most of it. But
now we're headed into the weekend.
Yeah.
Peering the veil back. It's a Friday.
Yeah, welcome.
We're chilling.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. Thank the Lord.
On a Monday.
We're about to.
May your Monday.
It's Friday for us.
May your Monday feel like a Friday as we close out July.
Yeah, but yeah. Do we got anybody? Cool. We got any messages or anything we need
do.
To look at?
And not only do we have mailbag comments, we have our first SpeakPipe voicemails.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
that'll be fun.
Which ones do you want to do first?
Let's go ahead and knock the comments out first.
The comments?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do comments.
All right. So, limited comments. But we have one from Micah Olson. Micah's been begging me to read his comments on the show, and I finally am. So, because I deserve this one. He said, and this is in reference to, I think it was episode 2, where I could not remember Joey Chestnut's name.
Oh, yeah.
So, a couple people...
Sorry, Joey.
Yeah.
Our bad.
Joey.
If you want to come on the podcast and make amends,
yeah, if
like,
you want to
we'll apologize.
We'll have you on the show and you can break your record on the Good Dumb Fun Show.
That would be...
How's that for advertising?
That would be insane.
Yeah. So, Joey, I know you're watching this. I apologize. I could not remember your name. But what you do is important for this country, and we all respect you. And
I do respect the heck out of that guy.
And congrats on your recent record of like 76 hot dogs or something crazy like that. What was it?
It was in the 70s.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to catch wind about that too. Anyway, Micah Olson says, I cannot believe you two bumbling buffoons forgot the name of the GOAT himself, Joey Chestnut. Please submit a formal apology to the great Glizzy Gladiator.
We're sorry.
Which is a hilarious name.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Also had to look up what a glizzy was.
Yeah.
It's a hot dog. So
we got to get you up to date on the internet slang, dude.
Ever since you left my office, I don't know what...
That's true.
I don't know what kids are talking about.
I still have that
anymore.
list, dude. Yeah. We're going to have to start updating that.
Yeah. So anyway, again, our apologies.
Yeah.
Since Patrick got roped
into
this too.
We would love to apologize in person.
Yeah.
If you want to come on the pod.
You have an open seat, open mic on the show. And anytime, just let us know. Message us on Instagram or email us at gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com.
Or leave us a message on SpeakPipe.
Mr. Chestnut. Okay. That's all I had today for comments.
Oh, okay. Good. Thanks, Micah.
Yeah. So we're going to... Let me pull up our SpeakPipe here. We're going to listen to these live. This one is from...
This is going to be the test of whether or not we need to pre-listen to these or not, because we have not pre-listened to these.
Right.
And this could go horribly wrong for us.
Yeah. We have 2.
Okay.
One of them I trust. The other one, I think I know who this is. And his name has already been mentioned on the show. So
okay.
This is from Undisputed #1 fan.
What is up, my good, dumb, fun bros? It is me, your #1 fan, calling into the show finally. Just want to say, I got to clear a few things up. That Skip Talmadge guy, he's nothing compared to me. I'm your #1 fan, guys. I just want to say, keep the good, dumb, fun up, and I can't wait to see more episodes. Much love, brothers.
Man, how funny is that we read his comment and then played his SpeakPipe first?
Yeah. What up, Myconians?
What up, my Myconians?
Welcome to the Micah Olson Show.
Oh.
All right, Micah.
All right, love you, Micah.
Love you, Micah. Here's what you need to know, though. Skip Talmadge is not one you want to mess with.
Dude.
Because if any one of our listeners could handle you with no repercussions, it's Skip Talmadge.
Dude, we gotta get We got to get both of them on at the same time.
Do we have our first feud?
Because I don't think they...
Skip, you have 30 minutes to respond.
Of this posting, yeah. So we've got to get them in a room together.
Oh.
And press record.
I love you, Micah, but you don't stand a chance. Skip Talmadge is a force to be reckoned with. Just like from sheer wit.
Oh, he's so funny.
He's so sharp and quick.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, we love you, Micah.
Yeah, we do love you. This is nothing against you.
We
you
love
just
you.
don't know what you
Shout out you, Micah.
You don't know what you just did. Okay, this one is from Sterling.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Patrick. It's Sterling here. I've got a question for you, but before that, I can't believe you guys didn't know one of the greatest athletes of all time, 17-time hot dog eating champion, Joey Chestnut. That's the name you're looking for, Joey Chestnut. And actually, that kind of goes with my question here. And that is, if someone says, hey, let's go have a barbecue, what food are you thinking of when someone says, let's go have a barbecue? And is that different than, hey, let's go get barbecue food or let's make barbecue food?
Great question.
Are you picturing different foods there? Anyway, I don't know if it's a regional thing. I've got my answer. But love to hear your guys' take on it and keep up the podcast.
Dude, thank you, Sterling.
Thank you, Sterling. Also, I did not know that Joey Chestnut was so important
to
our listener group.
From this episode forward, I'm going to email Joey Chestnut every week and be like, please come on our podcast. Because
we could do one of those.
We made a reference in passing, and everyone is up in arms.
Yeah. So we
got to get him on the pod, dude.
All right. Let's post this as a clip, and everybody comment and tag Joey Chestnut every day until he comes on the show. We will make this happen.
We do not need... Okay, hold on. I don't know if we need to go that far. We don't need to gaslight Joey Chestnut to come on our podcast.
We're not gaslighting him. We're begging.
But seriously,
okay,
if you want to be on the pod, which no reason why you would want to be on this pod, but we would love to have you.
Yes. Okay.
And maybe you could teach us how to eat.
So back to Sterling's question.
Yes.
So what's your answer when someone says, do you want to come over for a barbecue?
Yeah.
Versus do you want to go get barbecue?
Yeah.
Are those different foods to you?
100%.
Me too.
So
define the first.
So if somebody invites me to a barbecue, hey, let's have a barbecue. Hey, I'm having a barbecue. Hey, let's go, this person's doing a barbecue. When it is an individual or a family that is doing a barbecue, my presumption is we're grilling the whole 9 yards. We're doing hot dogs. We're doing hamburgers. We got, sides on the shrimp on the barbecue. Anything. I think of a barbecue as like this big, we're doing everything.
Yeah.
When somebody says, let's go get barbecue, then I'm going to think of like Jim and Nick's. I'm going to think of
Not
like
a sponsor.
A chain barbecue, the local shack down the street. Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to go to like a fast food or a barbecue place.
Food wise, I agree with you. If someone says, hey, I want to invite you over for a barbecue or we're barbecuing this weekend, I'm thinking hamburgers and hot dogs. If somebody says, let's go get barbecue, I'm thinking pulled pork, ribs, brisket.
I forgot to say that.
Yeah,
yes.
stuff like that. So I think
brisket
we're on the
is
same
mainly
page.
what I think of when somebody says go to get barbecue.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, Sterling, I hope that's satisfactory.
That was a great question.
Yeah, good question.
That was awesome.
More of that, please.
Hit
us up on SpeakPipe. That was fun. Nobody ruined the show. So
that was great.
Maybe this is
that was
okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love
awesome.
that. This is becoming my favorite part. Is the comments and the
it's
the
like a
SpeakPipe
community
stuff. Yeah, it's
thing,
fun.
It's cool to hear from people and
yeah. But going back to your topic about music, I was actually, before starting this pod, I was jamming out to some music.
What are you on right now?
So I'm back in my heavy metal phase right now. So just absolute head-banging atrocities.
Nice.
But normally, the only time I really listen to music is like in the car, because normally in any other setting, I'm doing or I'm listening to something else, if that makes sense.
It does.
But now I'm getting into this phase where I'm like, well, if I'm going to be, if I'm gonna listen to something in the background, I might as well listen to something that fires me up,
Yeah, gets the people going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm a big podcast guy in the car because I feel like that's the only time I can really focus on like what they're saying.
Yeah.
Where if I'm listening to a podcast at work, which I do, but not the ones like it needs to be like a good background show, probably like this.
Yeah.
If it's something I actually like want to glean information from, I have to do that in the car.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like with other people, like family or whatever. But at work is when I listen to music.
Okay.
And because it's just playing in the background and it's not really like consequential for me to like pay attention the whole time. It's just nice to have something playing. And again, like you said, it's kind of a good like keeps the day moving, keeps the, especially if it's like an upbeat thing where it's like, hey, this is kind of like keeping me going. That's kind of nice. So kind of gets me through the work day for the most part.
Yeah, I get that. It can be hard to listen to stuff when you're trying to do other things also, like work and
yeah. And maybe you might have thought to get into this, but so sorry if I'm stepping on your toes, just stop me and we can talk about this later. But I was thinking about when you said you were back on your heavy phase. Isn't it weird? Because we've talked about this before and we have the same experience. When the weather changes, your musical tastes change.
Yeah, it's almost like a mood.
Yeah, because like in the spring and summer, I'm into like the, kind of upbeat, pop punky, fun, like good time music. But as soon as the weather gets cold, I am like heavy all the way, where I'm like, I don't want to understand a word they're saying. I want to feel the vibration in my rib cage with the double bass drums and the the drop C guitars and all this stuff. I'm like, I want it in my veins more than I want like coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And isn't that weird how that happens?
Yeah, I think what it is I think because the weather shifts our moods already in a pretty drastic way, I think that the tones of music reinforce those feelings.
Yeah.
So like sometimes a lot of people can say well, never mind, back to my other episode we did a week or two ago, like I have a theory and then it's instantly debunked. I was just about to say that winter and fall is a more calm season, but my music taste would indicate the opposite of what I was going to say.
And maybe that's it, though. Maybe if things are calmed down in your life, you want something to
fire you up.
Yeah, fire you up a little bit because life's not like doing it for you.
To be honest, when it comes to music, I'm almost always fired up.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's never really a slow time unless I'm ready to just be sad. Because, sometimes it may not be that you're in a stage of life or anything where you are sad, but sometimes you're just like,
you want to feel
I need
sad.
To feel this emotion.
I just want to feel something.
Yeah. And so sometimes you play music to invoke those emotions. Because music can also be a lot like movies in the sense of you're going to experience things without having the real thing happen to you.
Yeah.
So, for example, what I mean by that is like horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
You go to a horror movie to feel fear without having to put yourself in an actual situation where you would feel real fear.
Yeah, it gets your adrenaline going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we do that the same with music, I think. Sometimes you listen to music to feel those emotions even though you don't actually want to be in a situation that would cause the real equivalent of those emotions.
Yeah.
Like sad. I don't like being sad.
Yeah.
But man, when a sad song comes on,
you're
like, oh, let me feel this sad.
Yeah. Well, that actually happened at this concert when the Offspring were playing. The Offspring played a song that I had heard before but didn't really enjoy. But then at the concert, they played an acoustic version of it on the piano. And they kind of slowed it down a little bit. And the singer explained what he was going through when he wrote it before they played it.
That's tough.
And I have a whole different perspective on that song now. It's called Gone Away for anybody interested, by the Offspring. And, he kind of explained it like it was about grief and loss and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I had no idea. Because the original song is like, it doesn't really, like the feeling of the original song doesn't give me that, but the acoustic version did. So like I have a whole new respect for that song that I didn't have before. And it's interesting, like hearing songs live can kind of change your opinion on the song or the band or whatever. Like Jimmy Eat World, for example, I thought I knew one song. I thought I knew the middle. And then they get out there and I'm like, oh, I actually recognized a few more of their songs and they performed so well. I'm like, I kind of have a newfound respect for them. I might check them out more just for having seen them live. So, and I've had that happen with other bands in the past. But have you like been to concerts or anything like that? Like, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
I've only ever been to one concert, and I
Really?
was 11.
Okay, who
Yeah.
was it? If you don't mind.
No
saying?
clue.
Okay.
No clue. It was a.
Glad you had a good time.
It was a mom and dad, let's go do this thing, but we can't afford a babysitter.
Yeah,
Kind
that
of
was my
thing.
first concert.
And so we went. I have no idea who it was. It was kind of some. I think it was the case of like it was a popular singer
Okay.
that had a band with him,
Mm-hmm.
because it didn't sound like anything. I think he was probably a regional guy or something, because
Gotcha.
it was not somebody I don't think that you would hear on the radio. It wasn't this big like, hey, he's coming through and you need to be there, because there were like I remember there were like empty seats everywhere, and me and my sister just went and played in the grass like right next to the stage, and like it was not
While your parents just
it was not a
jammed
huge
out.
deal. Yeah. Well, they were not. They're not. It was not jamming at
Okay.
all. It was just like, oh, let's go have a good time.
All right. Well, we know your mom listens to this, so if you could chime in and let us know who that was, I'm very curious.
Mom, leave us a message on SpeakPipe.
But that was my first concert was that exact situation, but it was like probably a more well-known band at the time, or at least when my parents were like coming up, like classic rock kind of. It was Grand Funk Railroad. And if you asked me to name one song by them right now, I couldn't do it. But you might recognize some of their music because they kind of have, like, they're on the classic rock stations. You just wouldn't necessarily know who they are.
Yeah.
But I grew up going to a bunch of classic rock concerts and, you know, the hair metal bands that everybody knows as classic rock now, like Motley Crue and Poison and stuff like that. Where, like, that was the music my parents listened to. So whenever they were in town, we went, and I loved it, and it was awesome. And that was the music I grew up on. And then my sister kind of got me into more of like the punk rock stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is a lot of fun too, because it's all super upbeat. And like the thing about punk rock music is it makes you feel like you could do that, because they're not always the most talented musicians, but they're super relatable in the sense that they're younger. And so I related more closely to them than I did to, you know, Motley Crue singing about cocaine and like all that. So like I relate more to like the like, oh, my high school girlfriend dumped me than
and not I did 47
Yeah.
lines of blow.
Exactly. So which the classic rock music
It's good.
It's great. And
It's just, and when you're kids, we didn't know what they were talking about.
I still don't know what they're talking
Yeah.
about. But the music's great. So like AC/DC was my first like collector's item. Like I wanted to collect all their CDs.
Yeah.
And I almost got there. And but yeah, man, I love music, and I think music in a lot of ways is a good escape. Like when you're going through a hard time, I feel like it can kind of help you through a hard time.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's also like a feel-good thing where it's like, you know,
You
depending
need to pick you up. Yeah.
Exactly. So music's great. Concerts are great.
I would love to go. I was going to go to one.
Let's go.
I was going to go to one earlier this year, but life exploded and I couldn't go.
Do you know
Yeah, it was a Disturbed concert.
Disturbed?
Yeah, dude. And
That
I was
would've
like,
been cool.
and I was like, man, what a intro to concerting that would have been.
Yeah, let's
so
get
I'm
you
still
down to the
hoping to
pit.
go, but like, yeah, like if I was gonna go to a concert, like one that I really want to go, like I was gonna. This was a few years ago. We had planned to go to like Welcome to Rockville. That those plans fell through, but like Disturbed, like Avenged Sevenfold, Breaking Benjamin, like all those kind of guys, like I would go.
Yeah.
I just gotta gotta get to where I can go.
See, our musical tastes have some crossover.
Yeah.
Like I was never really into Disturbed or Breaking Benjamin, but I love Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a more like pound for pound more talented band out there, especially when the Rev was drumming.
Oh, 100%.
Rest in peace. But like their new album is great. Like it's different from what we probably grew up with, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
But their new album, like if you listen to it front to back, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's just a great piece of art. So it's like stuff like that. I'm like, I love to get to know the band members. I love to like really dive into their music. Like it's really hard for me to accept a new artist because I really dive into the whole catalog.
Yeah.
And so like if you told me, hey, I got free tickets to the Disturbed concert, do you want to go? I'd be like, you know, I mean, maybe, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to like really prep the way I want to, because I'm gonna want to hear everything they've ever made. And I think I really only know the Ooh, song, whatever. What's that one called? Down with the Sickness.
Yeah.
And
I knew you'd know that one.
And then the cover they did of Sound of Silence,
Right,
is really good.
Yeah.
But I don't really know much else by them. So are they like probably high on your list of like bands you'd like to see live, or do you have anybody like who if you could see any band? Let's open it up all of history.
Okay.
So even if they're not an active band anymore,
Okay.
if you could see any band live, who would you like to see?
Man, well, in the history, I mean, there were some concerts that were borderline like, oh, this is just a historical event, you know?
Like Woodstock or something.
Now, again, I'm not a music historian, so I'm probably butchering this, but who was the band that went to, like, was it Russia that had like one of the biggest crowds ever seen? I want to say it was like AC/DC or Led Zeppelin or one of those that like there was this huge concert and it was like as far as the eye could see, like literal oceans of people. And I was like, if we're talking all time, that probably would be crazy to go to, just the sheer volume of people.
Those European shows are crazy. I don't know if it was in, like maybe like you said, Russia, but I know there's some like AC/DC Live at Donington.
Yeah.
I have that DVD, and it's exactly what you just described, where it's like you cannot see the end of the crowd.
Yeah.
And that's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Like there were probably, I mean, certainly tens of thousands, but probably upwards of 100,000 people there. And like Iron Maiden concerts are like that.
Yeah.
Some of the European Avenged Sevenfold concerts I've seen lately are like that because they're overseas doing an international tour right now. And it's like, man, I don't know much about Europe, but they know how to party. Like stuff like that where I'm like, dude, everybody's there.
Good, dumb, fun Europe?
Yeah. Like everybody is there.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's, and like the South American countries are the same way. Like it's wild to see how many people can be in one spot. And I'm like, imagine being at the back of that. Like, can you even hear what's going on?
I'm sure you can.
Like, imagine being at the front then. If the people in the back.
Oh, yeah, you can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
You go deaf.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you file for workman's comp after you get out the. But no, if I could pick of like people who, and I don't even know, to be honest, I don't even know if they're touring because I'm the opposite of you in that I don't really keep up with artists.
You like music.
I like music.
You
yeah.
like songs.
But if I was going to go see one band live right now, it would be Spirit Box.
Never heard of them.
They're a newer, I say new, they've been around since like 2018, 2017, something like that, probably longer than that. But they've released a couple new albums over the last couple years that rock.
Okay.
And it's
Box?
Yeah.
I'll look them up.
And it's a like a more of a new metal kind of
like Linkin Park or
a little bit heavier than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I listened to a lot of Linkin Park was probably my first like branching off of my parents' music.
Yeah.
Growing up, like I remember being in third grade and asking for Hybrid Theory or like Meteora or something, like one of those like staple albums. And after that, I mean, you just kind of like expanded from there and never really kept up with Linkin Park much. Like I really like those albums still today, but I didn't keep really listening to them like when they kind of took off with the Transformers movies and stuff like that. Like, yeah. But who do you have like a top 5 or top 3? Like, what are your favorite artists?
It's hard to
songs.
Yeah, it's hard to say because music, like your tastes change so often. But right now, where I'm at right now, Spirit Box is probably my number one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up. I've never heard of them.
I love their music. And they would also be, if I was gonna go see a band that was touring today, I would want to go see them.
Sure.
And this next take is gonna probably, people are gonna be like, "You're such a basic like white girl."
Taylor Swift?
No, not that far, not that far. But like, I think Sleep Token they've been on the rise lately, and
I've heard of them.
I think they get way too much hate, and they get way underrated because everybody's like, they're very like, you know, they say all these things like cookie cutter, generic, like sounds bad. You're just trying to be edgy with your mashing a bunch of different sounds together. I think that's all hoopla, and I think they're great. I love their music.
I've heard of Sleep Token.
I'm sending you all this as soon as we get done.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you all this.
I'll listen to it today.
But
and if you can't do a full top 5, that's fine. I was just curious. Like, we've never really talked about like what your favorites are.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not I'm not unique, but I'm different in the sense that I get really attached to bands
Yeah.
or artists specifically. I mean, I like songs too. Like there's songs I like that I don't necessarily care for the artist, but
Yeah.
because I think good music's good music, and not all artists. Some artists, I think all the music they make is good music.
Yeah.
Some artists, I think they have a couple hits that I like, and that's good enough for me. But
Yeah.
But do you have any more to throw in there?
Not really, just because I'm kind of like, again, I'm the music, and even a band to me, because I'm so focused on the music and not necessarily the creator as a whole, unless I just, like I've named a couple like Spirit Box, Disturbed, really wild off to Eminem is a big one of mine.
Lose yourself, dude.
There are some that I think can keep a consistent length of good releases,
they're
but
sustainable.
to me, like I don't necessarily measure bands by their overall success, because I don't think of it that way. I think more of like album by album.
Yeah.
Because our artist could release a great album, and I'm like, I love this version of this band.
Yeah.
But maybe something changes, and I'm like, okay, now I'm out because it just doesn't fit my taste and vibe.
Well,
so
it's
I'm going
just
to move
like
on to something else.
With Avenged Sevenfold, see, I think all their albums are good.
They're not going to come on this podcast.
Right. I think all their albums are good. I'm not trying to beg for them to come on the podcast. But Joey, on the other hand, no. Avenged Sevenfold, I like all their albums, but I think any fan would admit that the City of Evil self-titled Nightmare stretch
So good.
is the best they'll ever be. Like that stretch of 3 albums right there is what the band is.
Yeah, for sure.
For all time.
I would agree.
And the music they're making now may not be similar to that. In some ways it is, in some ways it's not. I think every band grows and changes, and that's their prerogative as musicians and artists. But those 3 albums, a lot of artists have that, where it's like, okay, Newfound Glory, for example, no one else is probably going to know who they are, but their self-titled Sticks and Stones Catalyst stretch is probably their, like, kind of heaters,
Yeah.
And that was all in the early 2000s. So it's like a lot of people don't think they've done anything since then.
Yeah.
But their most recent album was great. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm just one of the only ones still listening. And they have like I mean they have like on Spotify, you can tell that, like you can see they have like 1 million something monthly listeners. So I'm not
so they're doing okay.
Yeah, but
they're not doing as bad as you're making them sound like
no,
they
they're
are.
doing great. They're doing great, and I would love to have them on this podcast. I've seen them
Newfound Glory, if you want to
Yeah.
get on the podcast.
yeah. So I've seen them I think 7 or 8 times.
Okay.
Like,
Very cool.
They have and this is on their like Wikipedia page. Like they have a cult following, is how they describe it.
Yeah.
So it's like all the people like me and my sister who like kind of grew up with them have just stayed
And
attached
follow
to
them, yeah.
So it's like I'm definitely a member of that cult.
Yeah.
Like I love them. I love everything they do. They have another album coming out this year, and I'm going to pre-order it immediately as soon as it's available. Like that's just how it goes. And so yeah, it's just like I think artists, back to what we were talking about. I think any artist that's been doing this for a long time is probably going to have that stretch of releases where they were just on a heater. It's like this is what kind of made them explode into their popularity.
Yeah.
So I think we can go through any.
When are you going to
artist
take
and
me to a
probably do that.
concert?
Let's go.
Dude, let's go right
A
now.
lot of those small venue shows, you can get tickets for like $30.
Let's pack this up and just go right now.
I tell you what, I'll keep my eye out. I'll re-log into my Bands in Town app, and if anything comes through that I think would be worthwhile for you, I'll let you know.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Well, and vice versa. If there's
Yeah.
something nearby that we can make it like an easy trip, not
Yeah.
like a let's drive 8 hours
Yeah.
and abandon our families to go to this
Well,
concert.
maybe we could all go.
But yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. We could do
So,
that.
But yeah, my top 5. Thanks for asking. Is probably I'm just kidding. Newfound Glory is number 1. Blink-182. I love Blink-182. Unapologetic. They're another one that a lot of people don't think they've done much lately, but their last album was great. The Return.
Please don't copyright us monotone.
3, I really like A Day to Remember, and they're kind of a good mix. They call themselves the heaviest pop punk band ever.
Yeah.
So they're a good mix of like hardcore and pop punk. So it's kind of fun. And a lot of bands try to do that, and I just don't care for it. Like, and I'm not going to name any because I don't want to like shame anybody.
Yeah, because we want everybody on the pod.
Yeah. But there's some bands that do that I just don't like. But A Day to Remember I like a lot. Avenged Sevenfold's probably in my top 5. Again, you know, I feel like being known as the Avenged Sevenfold kid in high school is probably different than what you and I are. Like, I don't think, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like,
I don't think we were ever that.
But I am unapologetically an Avenged Sevenfold fan.
Okay.
And then 5, this is a new addition, and he is proudly in my top 5 because I dove into him hard. I'm like, once I found out about him, I listened to everything he's ever made. He also has an album coming out this month. Tyler Childers is a country folk guy from Kentucky.
His music's really good.
His music is incredible.
Yeah.
He started off as it's just him and a guitar, and then they formed a band, and now they're like some of the old like deep cut stuff that he did, like that was like YouTube releases only. They're remaking for this new album that's coming out as a full band version. So I was a country hater in high school, and my wife likes country music a lot. So I set out to like find country music that I like so that she and I could like have something to listen to at the same time. And I think Tyler Childers not only did that for me, like he not only did I find country music that I liked, but he is like in my top 5 now. Yeah. Like I don't think he's released a bad song. And he's just like, his lyrics are so real. His melodies are great. His guitar playing is great. But I just like real music about real stuff. And I'm here for the good, dumb fun, like all the small things, like that stuff. Like that song's about nothing. Yeah. And I understand that. So country music's no different. Pop punk's music's no different. I'm sure there's metal music that's just
100%.
It's just about nothing.
Yeah.
So I get that, but like I just like real music by real people about real stuff, and that is what I subscribe to the most. So
I didn't know about Childers until 4th of July weekend, fun fact.
Really?
Yeah,
he was down there, I think.
We were driving home
in June
from the beach. It was like we didn't get back in town till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And everyone in the car, we did this thing where we essentially like passed the aux, where every song we went in a rotation. Okay. And everybody got to pick a song, and we just listened to everybody's music. Yeah. And as we were rotating, one of my friends in the car played a couple of Tyler Childers songs. Yeah. And I was like, this was almost verbatim what my reaction was as I was driving home. I was driving home, and I was like, ooh!
Right?
Ooh! You know? Because it's like, not only musically is it good. Yeah. But lyrically, the subject matter, I was like, oh, he's just laying it out there, dude. He is
incredible.
Yeah, lyrically. It's really good.
His songwriting is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad he broke onto the music scene, because if he didn't, he'd probably be one of those guys that's writing songs for the big artists.
Yeah, and you'd never know.
They're not writing their own songs, you know?
Yeah.
But he's amazing, and I recommend him to everybody. Because I really think, like, for someone who grew up on, like, pop punk, hard rock, classic rock, hardcore, all that stuff, for me to say there's a country artist in my top 5, like, that should speak volumes. Like, he's incredible. Yeah. And there's others, like 49 Winchester I like. They're kind of a newer country band. Like, some other ones that I got some intel from a buddy of mine who got into country, and I'm like, all right, what? Because he likes my music too. So I'm like, what do you listen to country-wise? And he gave me some insight. But speaking of my buddy, shout out to Jacob. While you were down south, I saw a video of you that we are not going to...
We have to now.
No, we're not going to play
You brought it up.
All right, moment of silence so Patrick can cut this out.
No, we can put it out there.
No, we don't need to play it. I'll just tell you what happened. So I saw a video of Patrick. He did not know he was being recorded, and he was doing some karaoke, and you were singing "Country Roads" by John Denver, which is a great song.
Great song.
Which made me want to tell you about, again, shout out to my buddy Jacob, because he put me onto this about 10 years ago. And I looked into it and found out not only was he right, but it was worse than he thought. Country Roads by John Denver, I believe, is not about the state of West Virginia. Hear me out.
What are you talking about?
Hear me out.
Oh, he's got a list. So he's got a manifesto, dude.
Listen.
Okay.
All right. Listen to these lyrics. and prepare for
Hey,
your
for
life.
the audio listeners, Josh just pulled out a folder that probably is at least 50 pages.
Yeah, I got a bulletin board with a bunch of yarn and pins behind me, like that Charlie Day meme.
Okay, so this is like the moon landing is fake level of.
It's worse than that.
Oh, okay.
So listen.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
listen to these lyrics
Yeah.
and prepare for your life to change.
Okay.
Okay. Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. So, everybody knows this song.
Yeah.
As I thought for years, would think that this beloved John Denver song is about the state of West Virginia. I was wrong, and they're wrong. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead, because
Listen.
I have. How can it not be about
Okay,
West
listen.
Virginia?
We'll post this
You
on
got
the
a
screen.
map?
We'll post this on the screen. Listen.
What are we doing, bro?
Listen.
Okay.
It's deeper than you think. All right. We'll put this on the screen so you can see. Right there, highlighted in blue, is the Blue Ridge Mountains. Okay? Over here, and right here, so this state line, that's West Virginia. This is Virginia. That's Maryland. Blue right here, that's the Shenandoah River. Do you notice anything? For those listening, he's looking at the map very intently. Let me just tell you, neither of them are in the state lines of West Virginia.
Okay,
So,
that is kind of crazy.
right. So, to my shock, both of those exist in the western side of the state of Virginia. Okay?
Okay.
So that means, little did we know, this song was describing Western Virginia all along. So John Denver himself may not have realized this, because listen to this. This is a Genius Lyrics annotation. So somebody said, and this is from an article, believe it or not, none of this song's 3 co-writers had ever been to West Virginia before recording the song, which is surprising considering that it has become the state's de facto anthem. The inspiration to write a song about West Virginia came from beautiful postcards a friend had sent them. So the lyrics, in my opinion, are actually country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, small w, capital V,
Okay.
Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads.
Okay.
So, other opinions are not being entertained at this time. Case closed. Wake up, America. And again, shout out to my buddy Jacob for sending me down this rabbit hole like 10 years ago.
Okay.
But I
maybe
believe-
I'm out of touch, but that doesn't surprise me that somebody would write a song about something that they don't know very much about.
Yeah, but they wrote it about Western Virginia,
Yeah.
not West Virginia.
Maybe he meant West Virginia, as in Western Virginia.
I think he did.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody wants to admit that now because West Virginia has adopted it as its state anthem.
Well, and that makes sense as well.
So I feel like it's like you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube at this point. So everybody just lets it slide.
What should we do?
I think somebody needs to say something, and it's going to be
You've
me.
said it.
It's going to be me.
You've said it, but now what do we do about
We
it?
clip this and we send it to the governor of West Virginia, and we give them a cease and desist. They have 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, like we own the copyright?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're infringing on poor John Denver.
I'm not saying we own the copyright on anything. I just want them to do the
We
right
don't.
thing.
We own nothing.
I just want them to do the right thing. And I think the right thing would be to let Western Virginia have their song.
Yeah.
And
has
stop.
Western has regular Virginia said anything about this?
They might be too scared to, up there in the Appalachian
Has anyone
Mountains.
in Blue Ridge Mountains
I don't know.
or on the
Much
Shenandoah
like
River
John
said
Denver,
it?
I've never been there.
Yeah.
So
So who's bringing up this issue?
my buddy Jacob and me.
For 10 years?
Yeah, dude, I tell everybody who will listen.
Oh.
So anyway, that's important for everybody
Welcome to
know.
Good Dumb Fun Conspiracies.
I know that. Now you know that.
What a great first conspiracy to start talking about.
Yeah.
Is that the first conspiracy we've talked about on here?
I don't think it's. I think it's a case. I think it's a done deal. You know, I don't think it's a
It's not a
conspiracy. I think that I laid it out pretty good. You know, I don't think this isn't like a tinfoil hat situation, Patrick. I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
That's
on that
so funny.
one. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying that that just is unreal to me. That's been
No
like a
one's talking
decade
about
long.
it.
Yeah.
No one's talking.
Well, I've known you for years, and this is the first time you're saying it to me.
Well, it hasn't come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, believe it or not, we're running short on time.
Oh, okay.
So, we have a segment. How long do you think it'll take? We may be able to squeeze it in.
It won't take that long.
Okay. So this was from a comment from a week or so ago in reference to our history according to me from the 4th of July episode. I think it was Emmy Purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't write that down, so sorry about that. Asked us if we would do a song lyrics according to me, or according to us. So we have prepared a challenge for each other.
Okay.
And we may be misunderstanding what she had in mind, but what we interpreted it as was that we were going to give each other a song
that everybody should
that
know
everybody
the lyrics
should
to.
know, and then basically start it off and let you continue.
Okay.
So
We're about to get embarrassed. This is going to be like the history facts where they're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean you don't know the lyrics to this song?
right. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. So the song I picked for you is "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses. Do you know that
This is going
song?
to look really bad. Yeah, I know the song.
So
I can tell you the only part of the song I know.
Whoa, 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 sweet child.
Yeah,
of mine.
bleep that. We don't need to get copyrighted.
They're
There's
not
going to be a
gonna-
lot of bleeps in
you
this
gotta-
episode.
You got to actually play the song to get copyrighted. All right, we're going to start with verse 2. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, and go. She's got eyes of the bluest skies.
She's got eyes of the bluest sky. And I know that her face can fly. Oh, sweet child of mine.
You nailed it. That was really good. Claps for Patrick, everybody. Good job, Patrick.
Dude, listen. I literally, when I only hear, it's like that, you know how there's certain artists who like talk, but you can't understand them?
Yeah.
That is one of those songs where now that I'm thinking about it,
You're like, I
when
don't
he
know what the
says
words
"sweet
are."
child of mine," that's the only thing I hear. Like I didn't know that was a lyric.
Yeah. It's this. It's. I think I didn't write down the full lyrics. But I think it's she's got eyes of the bluest skies as if they fall of rain. I'd hate to look into her eyes and see an ounce of pain.
I was close. I said
Yeah.
face, eyes,
Yeah, nailed
face.
it. Yeah.
It's close enough.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, good attempt.
So I picked one for you.
I don't want to get too cocky until I
picked
go,
one
so.
for you that I was thinking about when I thought about songs that everybody knows the words to.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, what are some songs like? And then so I thought of All Star by Smash Mouth.
Okay.
Where it's like, because that's one of those songs where like
I had
you
the
can
Shrek.
understand most of it.
Yeah.
And Shrek, of course.
I had the Shrek soundtrack growing up.
But
I know. So let's see if I absorbed any of that.
so of course we all know the chorus.
Hey now.
And we all,
you're
yeah,
an
we
all-star.
know that
Okay.
stuff. But do you know the actual verses? The first one's easy. The second one, when I was looking up the song, I went, oh, I actually didn't know this second verse.
Okay.
And it starts with, it's a cool place, and they say it gets colder.
Oh no. Okay. Man, I think if we had like a talent show right now, I think I can nail the first verse and chorus. I don't know.
And
if
then
I
you
know
would get to the second, and
Yeah.
you would go, it's a cool place, and they say it gets
Okay.
colder.
It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You better warm up and go buy a snow blower. I don't know.
Dude, I thought you were
know.
gonna get. I
don't
thought you
know.
were gonna get pretty close.
The ice we skate is getting pretty thin.
Okay, that's in there.
If you eat a big lunch, then you're gonna fall in. My world's on fire. How about yours?
Dude, you were pretty close.
Because that's the way I like it, so I'll never get bored.
Yeah.
Hey
Nailed
now.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, you were pretty close.
Okay. Well, that's like
Because what you did is essentially you just skipped a line. You said one line right, and then you skipped a line. Then you said
skipped a
another
line?
line right, and then you skipped a line.
oh, because I was ad-libbing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know how it goes. I don't remember
Yeah.
the words. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks, Emmy Purple.
That was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
That was quick. That was good.
We should do
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I literally, I went into panic mode on my turn, and I was trying to actually remember the song.
I just
And
abandoned
so
ship. I'm like,
I
know I'm not.
sat there, and then I was like, I forgot to be funny. I panicked so hard I forgot to be funny because I just went, what are the words?
I could see the stress in your eyes.
what are the
So I was
words?
like, all right, good job. Anyway, well, that was fun.
That went by quick, man. That
It
was
did.
a fast one.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot to catch up on, and it's been kind of a fun week slash
It's been a crazy week.
Crazy week slash getting through it kind of week. So it's like
Yeah.
a little mix of everything. So, but yeah, that was fun. So, anyway, hit us up on SpeakPipe. That was fun too.
Yes, please hit us up on SpeakPipe or email us at the
yeah.
Good Dumb Fun Show. Or, sorry,
Good Dumb
Spoke
Fun
wrong.
Show at gmail.com.
gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com.
Yeah. I also
comment
look
on
at
socials.
Yeah, comments on Instagram, YouTube. You can follow us on TikTok and Twitter as well. Anyway, tell your good dumb friends about us.
Yeah.
And I've been Josh,
I've been Patrick,
and you've been listening to.
the Good Dumb Fun Show.
That's right. I left you hanging on.
I
that one.
can't
My
believe
bad.
you did that
I
to
know.
me.
Bye, everybody.
We need some music like.
Oh man, that was fun.